Okay, so this is the next one for my poor sky. This is going to be added to my white for my sky. I might add hologram to others as well because I'm a hologram fanatic. This is the ice blue I'm going to be using for my sky. And now on to my clover field. This metallic green, come on, focus camera. I can't do this right now. This color shift, black. It's like black gold. I thought that would be cute in there. This green, English ivy green. This green, old ivy. And this green, Kelly green. Okay, now let's get on to. Alright guys, so at this point I am just mixing, well I already mixed my colors, so I'm adding them to my cup in no pattern or anything, just kind of mixing the green colors to make a pattern for the grass, because this is going to be hopefully looking like I want it to look like the picture. So I'm going off the picture that I saw online, and so all this is just trying to mimic something that I saw for a sale for one of my customers. So yeah. Speak over. This is for the grass. And my green grass colors. Yeah, I'm crazy. So the grass is laid. I'm just letting them lay there while they're draining out onto my canvas. I am going to go ahead and get my sky colors ready. So here I'm going to be pouring all my sky colors into my pour cups. I started out with white. I was thinking about clouds and clear blue skies. You know, that's what I'm going for here. If you go back and look at the picture, you will see the sky is the blue and the white. So basically, I'm going to take my lightest, which is the white. I'm going to mix that nice metallic blue, which I already put in, a little bit of like a grayish color, I think that was, or an off-white, and a really light blue. Basically just mixing a bunch of pretty blues that I think will go good for that sky color for the end project. I just want to say that while I was doing this, I was really nervous that it wasn't going to turn out, but I did have a set theme and idea in my head. And usually when I'm working and I have something like stuck in my head, like I already have a plan, I already know what I want it to look like and everything like that, I usually get a lot of anxiety and I think, oh, it's not going to work out, this and that. But when I do have that all planned in my head, usually it does turn out better than just diving into something and not even having a clue what I'm doing. I mean, there is times that I do that and I do come up with really pretty projects, but I feel like usually when I come up with an idea and I know what I'm going for, my projects turn out the best. So keep watching and leave it in the comments and tell me what you think when you see the reveal at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. So at this point, obviously, I have all the green out. I was just scraping the cup so I could get as much of the green on the canvas as I could. And this is a pretty big canvas, so I was kind of a little nervous. I wasn't going to have enough paint to cover where I needed it to cover. But the colors that came out were really, really pretty, and I think they matched up to the pictures, to the picture that I used, that I was going by, really, really well. I was happy with the colors. And here I'm just going to be scraping out, you know, all of the paint from the cups. So now that I have all the paint scraped out and as much of it on the canvas as I could possibly get, I'm going to attempt to pick the canvas up and move it around. Don't mind my camera girl. She's a little bit all over the place, so I apologize, but I'm just going to slowly pour, just tilt my canvas slowly to get the colors to kind of merge together. You'll see me go in with a stick here and there and my fingers to, you know, move the paint around the edges and get the paint where I need it to be. So at this point, you can see I have almost all of the canvas covered, especially for my grass area. I was super excited about the way this turned out, well, was turning out, and the customer actually requested something with a 4-leaf clover. She has been called lucky her whole life, and it has some background with the 4-leaf clover. She relates to that. That is something people know her by and everything. This was an order from down south. So it was a shipping order, and she had told me a little bit of her background and the things that she liked, and she actually ended up ordering 2 paintings from me. But so when I went through the images online and was trying to find some ideas, and I had came across the 4-leaf clover with the rainbow in the background, it stuck out to me, and it was a really pretty picture, so I just figured I would go by that. And in the end, I am really glad that I did, because after I shipped the painting out to her and she had received it, she actually wrote me a handwritten letter and thanked me for it, and was very happy and very satisfied, and she absolutely loved this one in particular. She loved her other one as well, but this one was more sentimental to her, had more sentimental value because of the 4-leaf clover and her nickname being Lucky, and everything came together so well for this painting. I was very happy, and so was she, so that's the important thing here. When you're moving your paint around and you have different colors like this, it's sometimes easy to mud the paint together, which makes it kind of contrast, and you lose the definition of each color. So a lot of times I try to pick colors up and move them rather than smear them. That's why you'll see me a lot of times grabbing the bottom where it had fell off and putting it back on. So hoping to keep them separate colors on my stick and able to put them on. That way it's not blurring as much of the colors together. I finally do get this all covered, and then I move on to the next step, which is very cool. So stay tuned. Now that I have it all covered, I'm going to go in with some silicone water guard, and I just do um, a couple squirts, as you can see, around to get some cells popping out. I don't think I needed to add as much as I did, but it still turned out really good. So I just let it sit for a minute, and then I'm going to pick the canvas up and I'm going to move it around and kind of blend them colors together a little bit more until I am 100% satisfied. So now I'm going to go in with my torch and I'm going to be popping the air bubbles and moving the paint around a little bit. Using the torch is very important, not so much of moving the paint around, which it does do, but mainly to pop any of the air bubbles, because when you want a very clean looking piece, you do not want air bubbles in it, especially if you're going to plan on going over it with epoxy, which is what I did. The resin really illuminates and puts a lot of dimension into your painting, and the air bubbles are just they're just something you don't want to see. So always go over it with a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use a torch. If you don't have a torch, you can mist alcohol over the artwork as well, but that might create more cells, and if you don't want that, that's really not a good idea. So one thing I regret is I did not move my camera, so you guys did not see me making the next colors. However, I will tell you right now, it is the colors of the rainbow. I mixed up my colors separately in separate cups, and then I made one big pour cup with all the other colors layered. I didn't try to mix them and go in and out with the colors. I just did one color completely, the next color completely, the next color completely, the next color completely. So I got through all of the rainbow colors, and then I took it over here and I just basically poured out my rainbow. And this is the way I decided to do it. I have thought of other ways that I could have done it since I made this painting, but overall, even though the colors aren't going up and down and they're kind of going across, I am extremely satisfied with the way the end result came about. I'm completely satisfied with it. The customer loved it. It turned out great. I went over it with a little bit of the, I don't know what I was doing there with my legs, if I was dancing or what. Oh my God. Okay, so I guess I was having fun.
How's with Rick?
What are we doing? Yo, I can't put this on here. I can't. See, this is what he does. Okay, we were just dancing. No big deal. It's a little bump and grind. Leave it alone. So anyhow, I put some of the silicone water guard on it, let it sit. And yeah, I think it turned out great. Thank you for watching the video this far. I am really trying hard to improve my editing skills and bring you better content. So your likes and subscriptions to my channel mean everything to me. Really working hard at this channel and trying to make a go of this. So all the support I can get, I will take. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Please stop back for more of my videos. Yeah. So I'm gonna go.
Bye, 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 bye.
That was Eva. Bye. Peace.
Bye, peace.
So guys, sorry about the glare, but this is what I am. This picture right here is my inspiration for this pour. So whether or not it's going to look like that, we'll see. Obviously not exactly like that, but the colors is what I'm going for, and I will be putting a 4-leaf clover at the end of the rainbow pour type thing I'm gonna try to do. So yeah, stay with me. All right, so here we are, million colors. I'm gonna go through them really quick. I'm not gonna say what they are. You can just look and see, show and tell. And that's what it is. All right, come on. Focus, focus. Don't got time for this. What is this doing? Is my lens dirty? What is going on here? No, there we go, great. Okay, so you've seen that one. Seen that one. Seen that one. These are for the rainbow part of it. I won't be pouring these until the last part, and then I'll pour this down the middle for my rainbowish kind of look. So that's the colors I'm using for the rainbow. These are for my beautiful pour sky. Pour sky. Okay. Why does people